What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an episode of Planet Coaster. I just recently got back into this game and I've forgotten how much I really love it. It's really a great game. A lot of fun, a lot of creativity involved in it. You can play it without having to be too creative, but I enjoy the aspect of actually getting in and being able to, change everything around and build just every single piece of all the entrances, the shops, the rides themselves. So this is one I started yesterday morning. So I haven't gone just totally crazy with it, but I've really enjoyed building what I've built so far, and I figured I would share it with you guys, and so you can take a look and see what you think. So we're going to fly around here. Let's see if I've got the proper camera mode on. I do not. So there we go. Now we can go up and down. This is the free mode camera. So let's walk down and through here. Take a look at my entrance here. Did a little bit of landscaping, but not much. I do have lights for the front at night. The cool thing about this game, for those of you who don't know, is everything in here can be made from a piece. In other words, like each door, each window, each brick wall face, pretty much everything can be, made this way, which really kind of gets your, creative ideas going. And so I came in and decided I was going to start with an entrance, and then I, got to the, to where it is now, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and go in and start making the park. So, just from a back view, I still need to work on the back to clear, obviously to clean that up a little bit. Here, let me hide that while we're looking at it. And then also over here, I did the little western section with a couple of the shops. What I did is I started off by the path here and laid down the path, the really wide path, and then a bunch of shops. One here, the bathrooms here. This actually currently is a information shop, but currently, check her out. Little entertainment cowgirl walking around. This right now is an info place, and I am such in the mentality of still being stuck in my mind playing Roller Coaster Tycoon that I was thinking information was just, to sell umbrellas and to, give park information and different things like that. But information in this game is actually where you buy your fast passes. Oh, and back here, these are the two employee areas that I haven't done anything to either. I was just trying to get the basics started so you could have people come in and do a few things. So what we're going to do probably is change this out to a different shop. And then I created this building with these two shops in it. I thought that turned out pretty good. It's kind of like not quite a saloon looking front, not really at all. It's more like a general store. So I thought that turned out pretty well. And then over here, our big ride that we've got going is our, this is our log flume, or not log flume, I'm sorry. It's like, for those of you who know what Thunder River was, it's the raft ride. And I kind of just really got the landscaping and the layout of the ride done. I may have made it a little bit too long, honestly. But regardless, I do like the way it looks as far as the layout of it goes. It's pretty cool. And the guests seem to like it pretty well. They're always in line for it. Not that we have that much for them to choose from yet, but so this one I've gotten just when I say landscaping, I mean the sculpting of the land, not all the accessories and scenery and stuff. The only thing that I've really done is over here, where you go down, you kind of get a little head shop moment there. And then you've got this little area back in here that, you pass by and it's fun to look at. And probably at night, too, because it should be well lit up. But, so yeah, the that's really about, and of course we've got the ride over here, the swings, but that's as far as I've really gotten with this. But like I said, I started this yesterday, so I figured I would show you guys kind of how I'm doing some of this. If you're interested, maybe share some tips and tricks with you, and also just give you an idea what the game's about, because it's really cool. Now I do have all the DLC packs for this game, which I can't believe I actually bought them all, but I did. But I didn't buy them all at once. I bought them slowly over the course of, probably 2 years. But I had forgotten how much I really do enjoy this game. It's just, it does take a little bit of getting used to as far as the controls, the cameras, the build menus, how to work them and stuff. So, all right, it's getting to be nighttime. So let's go outside here, and I want you to see what it looks like at night. Nights go by pretty quick here, though. So after, I think, in just a few minutes, it'll get dark, and then it'll immediately go back to light. It's like the park closes and then reopens. I'm not really sure what that's about, but that may just be a setting. I don't know. But I thought this turned out pretty cool for an entrance. So we're calling it Fang Follies, of course, DT Fang. I thought that was kind of a interesting name. I really like the lighting of this at night. This turned out really well, I think. Kind of got that reddish hue to it. And then what I would like to do also is over, somewhere, I'm not sure yet. We have plenty of time to do this. But what I'd like to do is do a haunted house. I'd like to do a kind of a modern section. And then I'd also like to do an adventure section, kind of Indiana Jones feel to it. So that would be really cool if we could get that done. So I thought maybe, let's just do an episode or two of this, see what everybody thinks, and if you guys enjoy it, and boom, there it is, morning. If you guys enjoy it, give me a thumbs up, of course, and maybe subscribe to the channel. And we will go from there and see. Bear with me here. Yep, there's the thumbs up. And then also, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying it, and that would be great. Helps out the channel quite a bit. So let's get started. If I can remember where. Oh, yeah. When I have to switch monitors, it switches actually between. The desktop is on the other side. Well, that looks weird. Is my monitor that dirty? No, that's just this. Oh, that was the camera? That can't be the monitor. Oh, it's just the camera effect. Oh, that's weird. It looked like my monitor was dirty there for a second. Okay. So, let's start. I think the first thing I want to do is swap this out for something else, because right now I don't have the Fast Pass. So, we've got the building, which I've actually got this, that, and that all in the same building, which I probably should not have done, but I did anyway. So I'm going to go with edit building with selected part, and then I can click on the actual shop, which is inside. It's just a cube. So there is that shop. Now, what I want to do, though, is I want to get rid of this one and get a new one. So we're going to hit delete. That takes the shop out, but it leaves the building there, which is really cool. But it takes a little bit getting used to how to do all this. So we're going to go to shops and facilities, and I would kind of like a souvenir shop here, I think, if I can find one. Let's see, S-O-U-V. That's not showing under that name, but let's look under here. First aid, favorites, recent food shops, drink shops, gift shops. There we go. Hats, fantastic, just a memento, or loony balloons. Let's go with hats. Let's do a hats one. Okay, so see now, when I moved it, if you can see it, it puts it up top over the top of it. So you can hit Z, the Z key or Z key, depending on where you're from. You can hit that, and it will rotate it around. Now, if I was just to place this on the normal ground, it would just drop to the ground. But since I'm trying to place it in the building and put the mouse over where it needs to go, it appears above all the construction that's there. So I push my Shift key and drag it down to where it needs to be. Now, the advantage to this also is I can do steps if I do this right, but I'm not going to do steps on that one. So there's that building. I just placed it with the Shift key to put it down there. it's going to ask me, it's going to pretend like I'm wanting to put down another one, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to hit escape. That will take me back out of that. And there we go. So now we have our new shop open. We've already got an employee here. You have an option to try to keep your employees happy. But since I'm focused a little more on the building aspect of this this one, I went ahead and just turned that feature off for now. So anyway, so we've got our sheriff's office, which is actually the what am I trying to say? The hat shop. Jeez, sorry. So there's the hat shop. We need to do something creative with this bathroom and with this other shop over here. There's nothing wrong with the shop itself. I mean, it functions when you put it down, but it just looks ugly. So I really want to try to get creative with some of the ways we can do some of this. Same thing with the employees. I've got to figure out a way over here to change this up to where it's not just two big weird looking things. I'm thinking about building a building that has a central entrance and then have these turned. So like have this actually, let's see if I can edit the positioning of this. Can I rotate it here? No, I'd have to totally take this out and put it back in. But in other words, spin this to where this portion is facing the left and this one is facing this way, and then have it to where the building entrance goes this way. So like you're coming in and then you walk either left or right and you can't see the big black open spaces. So that's probably what I'm going to do, but we'll have to come back to that because I'm not really quite there yet. And we'll have to, you know, pretty up the back sides of these buildings and stuff too. So anyway, let's go ahead and actually we could ride this ride. That's another kind of cool feature. Let's say we want to ride this ride. Let's pick her and let's go to the guest camera. We've got a few different options. We've got the overhead view, or cinematic view is what they call that. We've got the interest view, which I'm not sure the difference between that and the cinematic. And then we've got the first person camera, so it looks out with her eyes. So I mean, we can't adjust the camera here. Well, actually, yeah, we can. We can kind of look around like we're her, and we're looking around with our head. So we're waiting on the ride to come up now. Let's go back to interest cam now. We'll wait for there's one right there. So as soon as that one comes on, we'll hop on this ride. Check it out. Yeah, in retrospect, I think I made this way too long of a ride. Either that or I need to shut it down and add some more rafts to it. River raft ride, I guess is what this is technically called. So there we go. Let's go to our first person view here. Oh, there we go. Let them exit. And now I'm not controlling her walking. That's automatically her. But I am controlling the looking left and right. So, yep, and open. And here we go. We are in. And oh, we're all excited. Everybody's excited. And here we go. So this is kind of cool, being able to look around and seeing what they would see. Being able to look out in the park. We've got the blur through. Oh, here we go. Oh, a little headshot moment. Oh, I got wet. Oh, he didn't like that. So here we go. We're spinning. Let's see if we can see our little campfire area. Yep, there it is. Kind of cool to be able to look and see something like that down in here. That's pretty neat. And then we're going around the corner here. And we're going to be going up another hill. Alright, so we hit a little rough rapids area here. That jostles it around a little bit. The other ride I would like to make is a like a mine train. I saw a couple of people make those, and they're really cool looking. But you could do a lot with those, with dynamite the special effects. The other thing that's cool that I want to learn how to do, or play around with as well, is the special effects you can do. You can do timed special effects. You can do special effects on smoke, fire, just whatever. Have them trigger on a certain part of the ride, or you can have them just happen whenever. Boy, this guy over here is not having a good time. He's looking scared to death. The other thing you can check on guests is the... See, now this is much more fun of a view when you're doing the roller coasters and whatnot. But we don't have a roller coaster yet. I decided to start with something a little different, which was the River Rapids. So yeah, we've got a lot of decorating to do to make this a lot more interesting. So anyway, that gives you an idea of the first-person cam. Let's get out of this, and we're going to go back over here to our main area. And let's go ahead and start doing something to maybe this building over here-ish. So we're going to go to building, and it's going to select our grid automatically, or it should once I click on a piece. We kind of want it to be somewhat similar to these. And, oh, no, what I meant to check. I wanted to see if I can paint this color. No, I can't. So all this natural wood and these planks and stuff, you can't paint them for that specific material, but there's other materials that you can paint. So we're going to go to walls, and we've got filters where we can filter out the different types. Let me see if we've got an option. Let me see if I can paintable. P-A-I-N-T. Yeah, paintable. Here we go. So we've got a painted wood batten wall, which is what we want. That's actually exactly what I want. Almost the color that I want, too. So we're going to do this, but we're not going to... Let's see. Okay, to explain, see the grid that it's on right now? It's a 4x4 grid, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it also can go on this grid next to it, which is where we want it, because it needs to be flush up against this building, not out here. Because out here is actually a little away from it. So you want to try to keep things as flush as possible. So just to surround it, we're going to go ahead and put it, let's see, yep, put it right next to the building. And I've placed it. It automatically duplicates the same piece again. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. And I'm holding shift to bring it down right next to it. Then we have this one. Hit Z or Z. And that, see how it's wanting to put it in this grid right here? I need to move it in and press shift, and that will, see, because if it shows up here. So pull it down, drop it there. And then we're going to do, like I said, something similar to what I did over here, but not quite the same. So maybe build one like it is and then out to the right, like the snack shop here. Build it out and to the right, and then do the one over here, the restrooms, kind of build it out to the left. Or I may leave this one kind of by itself and do something crazy with the outside of it. I don't know yet. But let's concentrate on this shop. So we're going to go, yeah, let's go this way with it. And, yeah, there we go. These are walls, by the way, not fences. And then we'll go, I kind of want to go back here. Do this number. Just make it interesting looking, not just square. Make it more of a, what would look like an actual building. You know, because in real life, typical buildings are not completely square. But there we go. That gives us a good base to start with. Yeah, there we go. And, you know, technically, I could move the restrooms from where they are to back in here, and that would hide the fact that they're restrooms and make this entrance look interesting. So you know what? I may actually do that. You know what? Let's do it. So Also, while you've got a piece highlighted like this, if you right-click on a piece, it'll delete it. So I just deleted that one accidentally. But we don't need to put that one back in. But, okay, this one I want to get rid of. So that one. And I'm going to move this. Select move. There it is. It grabs it. Push your shift key. Bring it down to where you want it. And apply. There we go. Now it's going to be in this building. But we need to have some sort of a facade, is what I think it's called. So that they can walk through it and kind of go, oh, this is a neat little area. But it's actually a restroom because they just kind of disappear. And it's kind of a boring looking little box for the restrooms. So let's see if I can find the facade front. Well, there's a square arch here, which will do nicely for here. See, so that will do nicely. And then I do need the shop facade here. See, what the shop one does is it covers everything except for the shop window. So we got that one. So we're getting there. Getting a little creative with it. I don't really know what the best way to do the roof's going to be yet. And also, I think that probably needs to go back in there one more, or does it? Maybe not. I kind of like it sticking out one because it breaks up the it being completely solid. Okay, let's go ahead and hang our shop awning. We'll go here, go to awnings. Well, that's actually awnings, but what is the other thing called? They're not awnings, they are... Well, I'll just highlight one over here and it'll tell me. Yeah, it's an awning. Maybe I'm just in the wrong spot to look for it. Filters. Do I have any filters applied? No, I do not. Is it under here, maybe? Maybe it's under scenery. You're going to be switching back and forth between scenery a whole lot. Nope, it's not there either. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, shops and facility. No, that's just the shops. Everything. Awnings. Nope, it's not there either. So it's got to be under building. It has to be. Oh, because I had walls selected. Go to the circle infinity, which is all. Now if I type awning. Yeah, see, now it shows everyone. So we got to figure out what shop this is. This is the Dune Delights, which doesn't really make any sense, but whatever, people are buying it. So we're going to go to... Now, you can do just really crazy awnings. There's pirate awnings, there's other kind of awnings, but I kind of like to put the shop awning on it. So what did I say this was? Dune Delights. So, yep, there it is right there. Dune Delights. There's that. Now, another trick is if you hold... now, see, I can move it around very freely. But if I hold the F key down, well, of course, now it's going to call me a liar. But normally you'd hold down the F key, and that will center it in this block. But for some reason, that's not working right now. Maybe it's that? No? All right. Anyway, we are going to zoom in and go down, which is Q and E for right now. I do want the... about like that. All right, we're going to go with that. So there's Dune Delights. That kind of looks like an old... well, not really, because they didn't really have those striped awnings back then. But okay, let's go with that, and we're going to go... There's a restroom sign. Yeah, let's... That's a large restroom sign. No, we don't want the large one. Maybe this one? Let's go with this one, and maybe stick this up. Well, that's as high as it'll go. That's interesting. We're going to stick it there for now. We can move it in a minute if we need to. It's probably not centered. Actually, it is centered. So that actually worked pretty well. So we'll go with that. And go ahead and add a window or two to it. And I think the ground is okay still. It's kind of... the ground itself is still grass. But we can also, in here, we can put down fake wood. If I can remember what that's called. Is it balcony? No. Wood balcony supports. Stone balcony supports. Wooden balcony base. We might be able to do it this way. Let's see. So pressing Z will bring up this. If you press... Now, if I hit the space bar and then hit, I can freely move it. I don't want to do that right this minute, but if I hit space, it'll uncheck the angle snap down here. And but I don't want to uncheck it. I want things to be lined up correctly. So we're going to do that. Get it as close as we can here. We're also going to bring it down because we want it just barely to show, so that there's no clipping involved with the guests. All right, and let's see, that's probably about the right height right there. But we've got an advanced move as well, which I will show you now because we need to. So let me close this part out. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to move these two, at least this one. And I'm just kind of angling the camera the way I want to here. We're going to edit with this part, and we're going to go to advanced move. This gives you your X, Y, and Z arrows, so we can slide it and line everything up as close to perfect as we can get it. And a lot of times when I do these, I have to get like right there. You see how it's off? You can't really see it from over here because it's in there, but you kind of have to look at both sides. So we're going to do that. So that's probably about right. That's a little off, so let's bring it back just a touch. Should be about right. Okay, and then it's a little high. Let's see, is that about right? Still a little off. There's that. And let me see how close that is. Probably need to bring this one up a little. We're going to take that one and bring it up just a touch. Nope, wrong one. So we actually need to select this one. Bring it up. There we go. There, now that looks more correct to me. And then we're going to close that up. Yep. Did it lower it back down? I think it did. Yeah, it did. Edit, move. Oh, I didn't click the... That's my fault. I didn't click the OK thing right here. Yeah, I've done that before because I forget to click off of it. And it sometimes gets off screen. So, okay, so you can already see where we've gone to with just a little bit of work. I mean, this already looks 100 times better than it did. Just because, you know, you don't have this weird building out here, and now this gives us room to build something else. Maybe even a little Photoshop, the spot. So we've got a place there. We could actually put something in there, store. Or, I guess, you know, technically we could put one of the two employee areas in there, and that would free that up. So maybe we do that. Actually, you know what? I like that idea. Let's go grab one of these. I'm gonna grab this one and move it. And since it's part of the same grid already, shouldn't be a problem to get in here. All right, so there's that. So we need to rotate it. Like so. And let's see, is that going to be about right? That should be right. All right, so there's our employee area, and it's hidden, more or less. And that way, and once we get some a roof on top of this place, that will cut off some of the light as well, so it won't be, you know, standing out quite so bad. Okay, so a roof. That being said, let's figure out what we're doing for a roof. We probably want to go... Let's see, what do we have over here? We don't want to use the same thing we used over here in either building. We want to break it up, make it look... I do like this building a lot. But let's go a little different with this. And just because I think we're going to run into problems with this part. Let's see. Let's get rid of that sign. Let's move this. We're going to move it to here. And we are going to make it flush. But what I'll do is I'll put some things around the outside. The reason I'm doing this is because a lot of times you're going to run into roof issues if they're not square. So, we'll go with this. And let's see. What do I want to do for a roof? I don't want haunted house. I mean, really, back in the day, this was either this kind of roof or a tin roof. Most of the places were tin roofs. But we might go with this, which is a wood tile roof 1 meter ridge. So, let's go to tile roof, because that's in the name, so it should be there. Now, some of these, too, you can change the color of, but not, I don't know which one's off the top of my head. But so, wood tile roof, 4 meter slope. All right, so here's this. Let's see what that would look like. I mean, that'll look okay, but we're going to run into a problem here, so that's going to have to be a 2 meter slope, not a 4 meter slope, to cut it in half, more or less. But how do we want to do this? Do we want to do it... I wonder if we want to do it this way and have it meet in the middle, maybe. And then worry about the backside. Maybe the backside stays flat. Maybe do like that. And then... let's see. Let's just play around with a couple of things and see what it looks like after we're done. That's the beauty of doing the sandbox modes. You're not worried about money when you're building this stuff. So, you can... kind of play around and, you know, do all kinds of different things to test it out. And I don't know if I'm liking that roof being that high or not, but... well, obstructed. Not obstructed. Or is it? Why is that obstructed? Is it too close to the... it might be too close to the ride. That may be the problem. Let me see if I've got a 2 meter slope. 2 meter high slope. Nope, that one's not going to do it either. I think that's because of the ride itself. But we may have to go flat roof, honestly. Yeah, see, that won't even work. But that has to be because of how close it is to the swing. So let's go flat and see where we can build up from there. That's a slope. I don't want slopes, though. But really, we can use a... oh, actually, that... see, even that won't work. I wonder if a flat piece would work at all. Let me copy one of these down here that I did. Oh, it did put them on there. See, that's where you gotta be careful when you're clicking. Okay, and always edit the part. Don't edit the building, because if you delete the building, it's gone. But you can't. I mean, you can undo things, so it's not the end of the world if you accidentally delete it. Just do a Control Z, and that will, or I think it's Control Z. Yeah, that undoes whatever you just did. So, all right. So you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, why don't we move this entire building one step to the left? That'll clear up our problems. So let's get a good overhead view. And let me see if I can... oh. I'll have to fly over... oop, wrong one. Go over it and then down. I'm trying to select just the building. Just what I need here. Which be like this. 17 pieces. Let's see if that's correct. All right, well, we're going to try to move it here. Let's see, move. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. We'll move this. Let's see. Drop me down. Drop me down a little bit. Be back. All right. All right, and let's do it. You know what? I think we're going to do this one with raised steps like that. I do kind of like the steps going on. I don't know why the steps aren't working for the middle piece, though. That's a little odd. Maybe it's because it's set back in there, and maybe it thinks it's just a path. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's go flat. Let's just go flat. All right, so let's go back to the roof. Let's go over here to this. Boom. And then maybe back here. Figure out what we're going to do in here. Because that is going to give me a gap. I should have a wall slope that's tiny like that somewhere. Let's see, it'd be a 2-meter slope. Or is it a 1? No, actually that's a 1-meter slope. 1-meter slope. And a lot of this just comes from clicking, reading it, clicking it, reading it, figuring out what's what. I don't just know what all these pieces are. But this comes from a lot of experimentation. So like this, our natural plank wood wall. We could take that and we can pretty much put that right in there and see how that covers it up nicely. So, but we're doing the painted, that one. We're going to put that in there. And that works just perfect. And we're going to switch this around, put that in there. And then we're going to do the same thing back on this back side. Okay? And then we'll do the same thing here, spin it around. But we want to make sure that we're lined up with the right one. See, right now it's on the outside of it. We're not lined up. Now we are. And then Z times 2. Put that one here. And then this one. Oops. That one there. Okay, so now, at least from an outside point of view, this building looks complete. There's no gaps in the roof, no holes or anything, so that's pretty cool. Now we got to figure out what we're doing with the top of this. So, you know, actually, we can make this almost look like a schoolhouse. Maybe do like a little tower with maybe a bell. I don't want to do another bell because I just did a bell up here. And I don't think I have one. I don't think I have a bell small enough that would fit in the... But let's look around. So, all right. So we're going to go with that for the moment. And let's see. What are we going to... we got to figure out this roof. So that would be a 1-meter piece right here. So let's think about what I would need to do. I would need to... So regardless, I mean, I guess essentially I could put a 4-meter or a 2. Let's see, that 1, 2, that would bring it up to 1. If I do a 4-meter, that's going to bring it up to 3. Let's try building. Let's try walls, which I'm on. Take off the slope. Let's do 4-meter. That'll bring it all. Oh, that's Bavarian though. I can't do Bavarian, even though that would be really cool. Yeah, but that does not go with the with the theme at all. So let's see, paintable. So it needs to be paintable again. So it needs to be that same wood, which is the one that kind of is that color already. I like that washed out pastel looking color. That's pretty good for what we're looking at. 4-meter. I know that's right. There it is. That's it. Okay. So, why is that moving around so freely? Like it's trying to create its own grid. Hold on a minute. Edit. Now, let me click on it. And that will... Okay, there we go. That was weird. It kind of got off of the grid, so I had to highlight the building again to make it kind of recognize that it's supposed to be on this grid. Okay, so here's this. I'm going to do one there. Do one back here. That right? No, I'm too far out. This needs to go here. Right, now is that right as far as size goes? I think that's right. Let me see. Yeah, that's right. So now, fill in the other two corners. Alright, and there's that. And I think we've got an option for a triangular roof up here. Let's see what we can find in roofs again. I could do 4 corner pieces is what I can do of the same type of roof that this is, which is wood tile roof. So let's go wood tile, and let's see if we've got corner pieces, which we do. It's a 4. Do I have a 2? No, it's an interior corner. This is a outer corner. Oop. See, that's not going to work because that's too big. Actually, that might be it. There's a 2 meter, but that's the slope. That's not the actual... let's see. We may have to go with that, honestly. Yeah, that kind of goes along with what I was saying anyway, though, about the schoolhouse looking thing. See, and it's... You kind of got to really get in the right angle to see what the building's actually going to look like. Kind of looks more like a barn, doesn't it? We may go barn theme on this, actually, now that I think about it. We may go, yeah, I'm kind of liking the barn idea a little bit better. So let's do that. Let's put, because there's a door that I've been wanting to use here, too. So well, first off, let's fix this. Let's fix this part. So there's no gap there. At least not at the very top. So this is... We need walls, and we need our... What's it called again? Painted wood batten. So, if I can find that. Painted wood batten. B-A-T-T-N. Alright, here's our painted wood, and there's the piece right there. I'm pretty sure that's the piece. Yep, that's it. So we can put that in here. We can get it lined up right. Oh, we have to hit Z first. There it is. I'm holding down shift to drag that, by the way. Like I said, the controls are a little weird, but they do take a little bit of getting used to. But once you do, you'll be building cool stuff in no time. So, all right. So here's our building now. We've got our restroom. Got 3 things in it. That's not bad. We got a restroom. Our delights place right there, and then we've got our employee area over here to the right, which is hidden, which is good because that's what we want. We want that area to be kind of hidden back in there. All right, so there's a door. It's a barn door, if I remember right, that I want to use. Windows, window decorative doors, and take that name out. We're going to filter this down by theme. I want to say it's Western, but I'm not 100% sure. Yep, that's it. There's the wooden double door barn. But see, technically that looks better. I don't know if it'll look good on this right there. It would look better in the middle. But the problem is we can't do it in the middle because that's where the guests are coming in and out. Okay, let's not do that one. Let's do that one. We could do... What's this? Is that a door? Oh, it's a window. No, it's a door. How in the world can that be a door? What does this say? Wooden door, half barn. Okie dokie. Maybe this? Ooh, you know what? This will go good in here as an entrance to the shop. because the people in the shop have to get in and out, right? So let's do that. Oop, let's do that. We're going to place it, and then we're going to move it using our move tool, advanced move tool. Yep, about right in there. And yes, I know these posts are here for a walkway, but we're going to leave it. Not much I can do about them. You can't get rid of the entire thing. I'm not really sure why, but you can't. So, alright, let's go ahead and... I mean, that's kind of our door entrance right there. The big wide open area for the barn. I wish I could get an open area up here, which actually I might be able to. I wouldn't mind having a... Ooh, I've got an idea. Remember those barns that you see that sometimes have the open areas, and then they're they've got like a crane thing coming out for the hayloft. Let me see if I can find that facade front for the shop thing. I'll know what I'm I'll know what I'm talking about once I see it. And I think you'll get an idea of where I'm going with this too. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Alright, this is wall. It's the... What's this material again? Batten. Painted batten. B-A-T-T-E-N. It is this one. Or do I want to go with this? Up here. Well, regardless, I've got to get rid of that. And then what I'm thinking is do... I don't think this would be big enough is the problem. If we did this. I just don't think this is big enough. How's this not... Oh, weird. It just doesn't look quite right, does it? I mean, obviously the different material, but... I wonder if there's another... Ooh, there's an archway. Well, that's what that is too, though. That's a square arch. That archway. Yeah, I guess that's going to look weird with two of those over the top of each other. So let's go... I guess let's go with this and just kind of improvise with it and just kind of wing it. Because what I'm talking about doing is having the crane thing that comes out here with the bags hanging off of it, or the rocks or feed or whatever. Seems like that's a fairly common thing to see sometimes. Let's see. I can remember what that's called. Crane, maybe? No. Well, that's under walls. I need to do everything. Crane. Building. Got to be under scenery. No, not the movie camera crane. Not the crane. Pulley, maybe? Nope, pulley's not in there. So this is where it gets interesting, where you have to kind of start breaking this down. Machinery, maybe? No, it's not under machinery. It's got to be under pirate or western. So let's go pirate and western. And let's look for it. I mean, it's similar. Let me show you what it's similar to. It's similar to this crane, but obviously not that big. It would be like that. I mean, we could make something like this if we have to, which I don't really want to do if we don't have to, because it's a lot of extra work. But to get the look right, we may have to. If I can find the pulley in the... nope, that's not it. That's the oil pump. It's very similar to this, too, the net. But, excuse me, I mean to cough in you guys' ears. So it's kind of similar to that. What else do we have in here that we could do? Alright, well, this is one of those instances where to get what we want, we've got to kind of create it. So, let's go... Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to go with planks. Or not planks, but we're going to start with posts. So we can type in post here. Actually get rid of the filters. Type in post. And we must be on the wrong area. Oh yeah, we're under scenery. We need to be under building. And change this from crane to post. And here's our square post. So we're gonna, since we're only doing a little bit here, we're gonna do the 2 meter ones. So is that gonna show up? Yeah, that's perfectly square. So what I need to do though is take this and then do Z. Actually, Z is not gonna do it. I have to I have to actually place it, highlight it, click the. Oh, you know what? This may not be rotatable. Oh, I know why. Because it is a grid item. I think I can rotate it left and right, but not advance move rotate it. Which is going to stink. Because that's exactly what I need. Well, let me try it from out here just to make sure. And it's highlighted. Can I Z or exit? No, I can't. So that means that this one will only go that way. I can rotate it around... Alright. Let's get rid of that. I need to find one like that, though, that's not... not like a grid item. So I need... Facade, maybe... I mean, that would kind of work. This may actually work okay. Yeah, that'll look okay. But we need to get it kind of in the center here. Let's go center there. Okay. And then we're going to move it. We're just going to move it on one axis. Can we paint this? Yes, we can. We're going to go ahead and make it more of a wood color. That is not a wood color. That's not really a wood color. Let's go with that. That's going to have to be close enough. So we'll do that. Do our advance move, and we're only going to move it on this axis here. Get it about right. So we're going to leave it sticking out further than it probably really needs to be at the moment. We're going to go ahead and hit build and buy. Now, I think what this will do also is we need another one kind of angled for a support beam, more or less. So what we'll do is we'll take this and go duplicate and advance move. So what that does is it duplicates it, and then we can bring it in, and then we're going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate it this way. And right now I've got the grid snapping on for the rotation. So we'll leave it like that, and then we'll go back to this, and we'll move it down like so. See, so that gives us our support beam that we wanted. Let's see if it's lined up pretty good. Yep, that's lined up pretty good everywhere. It does kind of bleed over, though, in the... You know what, though? It's up in the air, so I'm not going to worry about it because it is up in the air like it is. But I think I think I may have just done 2 pieces there. No, I didn't. Okay. I deleted it and then hit Control-Z, and that undoes what you just did. So, and you can do that with... I don't know how far it goes back or how far the buffer is for it. But, anyway, so wheel or pulley. No, I don't want wheel. Pulley. There we go. That's what I want right there. Block and tackle warehouse pulley. That's what I need. All right, so here's this. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. It's called a warehouse pulley. Oh, man. That's funny. But you see where I was going with it? Actually, that's more the size that I want. I don't want that huge one. So actually, let's get rid of this, and let's go with this. Do I want the big one? Yeah, I'll go with the big one. And then we hit F, and this... Nope, it's still not working. That F is still not working. All right, regardless, I think it's probably going to be right there. Let's see if that's right. That's pretty centered. Yep, that's pretty centered. That actually looks pretty good the way it is. Okay, so there's our warehouse pulley. But you see already, and that's what I love about this game. As you go along, you just can't stop playing it because you keep getting more creative and thinking of cool stuff to do. And it just grows. And the key to making something that was very plain and just a box to looking like this is just layering. You want to layer it and layer it and layer it. Just keep adding stuff until... Now, you don't want to get it so busy it's just ridiculous and you can't even hardly stand to look at it. But, I mean, layering. Take your time, make your basic shapes first, and then layer. And it turns out absolutely great. Okay, so what we need to do here, we need a kind of a floor up here. So let's copy one of these. But just this, yes, duplicate. Let's duplicate this. And bring it up here. And Z, X, move it. Then I want to rotate it the other way. We're going to rotate it this way, down. And I highly recommend, until you're really used to it, leaving the grid snapping on. Because you're going to get some weird angles if you don't. And let's, actually, you know what? Let's spin this around this way. Oops, did I go too far? Right. Nope. Nope. Hang on. What's going on here? I need to see it from the outside. There we go. Alright, now we're going to move it over this way. Hopefully it won't stick out of the building. Move it in just a little so it doesn't stick out there. And then we're going to move it down. Like that. Okay, so that's... Let me see if it's sticking out on the... Yeah, it's sticking out on the sides. But, you know, regardless, we can add a little something to kind of prevent that from happening too much. I would bet it's sticking out of here. Yeah. So we'll just add a piece of trim or something to that so you don't see that so much. Which I'm going to do anyway. So, now what? Where do we go from here? Let's go ahead and apply that. And now we've got our warehouse kind of going here. We do need some doors and whatnot. So let's go to doors and windows. And what do I want? Door rectangular. Where does this go? Did I apply that already? Oh, put it here. Why in the world did it put the door up there? That was weird. Alright, wooden door rectangular. No, those are too new looking. Yeah, that's about the right style for like a barn / warehouse. Not supposed to be pretty looking. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. Do that. And then move it with our special move. Advanced move. And there's keyboard shortcuts for all this too. I just don't know them yet, so usually I just click the button. But, so yeah, there's the door. Let's make sure it's flush. Yeah, it's pretty close. Alright, so we'll go with that. Maybe put our restroom sign back on. No, I want to do some of the trim first. What I need to do is take this and change the color of the trim to match kind of that door. I wonder if the door is colorable. It is. That is 7A. We're going to call it that. 7A. Let's copy it. And then we're going to make this dark green color. That what changes? Nope, that's the wrong one. Reset it, and let's go this. That might be it. That should be. Yep, that's it, but it's a little light colored. Let's go darker if we can. That's where it gets hard, because the way the light hits certain things, it doesn't always look the same. Because if you use the same color code even, That's the color code for it, and that is not the color of that door. It's a little tricky to play around with sometimes. Let's go with a more grayish, like almost a black, and maybe then change the door color to something similar. Maybe a black. There we go. That looks a little better. All right, so there's that. Let's see if this is editable. I don't think it is. I think the wood color is, but I think this is just the tile. Yeah, it's just the tile that is. Let's reset that. I don't want to change the color of the tile. What about this? This one is. Go with a gray there for that. Yep, that matches. And actually, I think I'm going to do these two in that gray also. That way we're nice and color coordinated. Yeah, you don't want things to stand out too much color-wise, but then again, you don't want them to be just ridiculously plain either. Like this, we've got to do something with this roof somehow. I don't know exactly what we need to do, though. And that's the other thing. Why is this one got this nice little board all the way around it, but this one, did I not line it up right? Oh, you know what it is? I bet I know what it is. Well, no, it can't be that. I was going to say, sometimes you can rotate the pieces around, and that will fix a lot of issues, but I don't think that's going to do so in this case. But, all right, we're going to leave that for now. Let me, but we do want to put our restroom sign up. Go back to wall signs, and rest room, and we're going to go with this one. Yep, right there, perfect. And I don't know why the F isn't working, or, you know, centering. That's a little bit odd to me that stopped working. But there's our restroom sign, so now you know what it is. Because after all, it is a theme park. But here's that. Got our, the Dune Delights. Dune's Delight, whatever. A nice little ice cream shop there. And yeah, we're moving all along here. Let's go ahead and maybe put a little wagon over here or something. I've got a wagon over here. That's a well, actually. I wonder if actually the well would look better over by the... You know what? Let's leave the well. We're going to leave the well. We wouldn't have a chimney in a warehouse. Windows. We might have a window or two in here. So let's go... What's the fairy tale restroom sign? Oh, it's got a shield. That's what that is. That's what that is. Pirate. I get it. Some of the pirate stuff is very cool in this, by the way. But let's go windows. Take off restroom. Let's see. Wood. Wooden. Oh, that's a door. I want windows. So let's go with like a warehouse window. That's a barred window. We don't want barred windows. We want regular just... Yeah, I mean, pretty much like that, I would think. Is that the color? Is that the type of window? Or do I need maybe this one? Wait a minute. Hold on. That looks better. So that window. Do one there. Let's do one over here. Let's do... Let's do a couple windows in the back, but we're going to switch these up a little bit. Switch these to these. And maybe that big barn door back here, that would be interesting. Let's see if that door would work. You know, I bet it won't, but we could try it anyway. Let's see. Oh, no. That's the wrong door. That's the one from Ghostbusters. Which, that'll be fun to play around with, too, the Ghostbuster set. I haven't done anything with it yet, but... And see, this will be good for an adventure door set. Where's that barn door? There it is. Oops, I thought I clicked it. There we go. There's the barn door. You know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to leave the barn door. Yes, we were raised in a barn. So there we go. We got a nice back on it. The top up here, I don't know what to do with the top, if anything. Seems kind of plain. Maybe just slap a window on it, even though you wouldn't really have a window up there. Ooh, there we go. The half barn window. That's what we do. Why is that not? And then I'll move it. So we'll click that in our advanced move. We'll move this. There we go. So that is an actual door. So that kind of works. That works. I'm happy with that. What I would like to put up here, though, is some stuff. So let's get to some props and put just a couple of somethings hanging out of the top here. So let's see, what would we have up there typically? I would think like hay, but I don't know if we have like bales of hay. Actually, we might. I haven't even looked for hay. Let's see, hay. No, we don't. But that's under that. Let me look in under scenery. Let's see if hay is in here. Now you would think with everything else they would have bales of hay. But I guess not. Alright, let's go western. Alright, let's go western and western pirate. That we can go fairy tale too, just to see. Alright, so we've got barrels. We'll have to put a hitching post out front, of course. Because it is an old west town, basically. Ooh, chain. Curved chain, but that's not really good. Nah, that won't work for that. Iron wheel. Gears are cool because they actually turn. Ooh, how big is this? Chain attachment. Alright, I'll have to remember that one. Actually, you know what? Let me save that for favorites. And, let's see. What do we have here? Gotta be something I could put up here that looks like it belongs. I wonder if I should do a little ladder somewhere. Maybe in here. Like a ladder going up the back of the wall there, or leaned over here somewhere. Yeah, let's do that. Let's slap a ladder on. That's a locomotive track. That's not a ladder. Whoops. What can I put up here that's going to look like it belongs without... I mean, I've already used some of this stuff. Ooh, there's a water trough. I didn't know that was up here. Actually, you know what? I could. See, I like this, but I've already used it over here, and I can't use it over here as well. It'd just be too much, I think. Too much duplication. And I mean, I could rotate it, though. If I get it to fit another way. Yeah, let's do that. Take this. I'm going to duplicate it. And we're going to put it... I'll try to squeeze it in here. I don't know if it'll fit. Probably not. No, that's not going to fit. This is way too big. Yeah. That's way too big, so that's not going to work. I mean, I guess we could do barrels, which... You'd be placing a whole lot of barrels. Or crates, maybe. Let's try crate. Yeah, let's do some crates and some barrels. Let's go with... No, I don't want a large. Do a couple of small crates, maybe. Let's do one maybe there. Maybe do a medium. That's a large. I don't want a large. I could probably squeeze a medium in if I can do it where it doesn't touch the side. I actually want to go with that, but let's take that and rotate it. This way, so actually the other way. And then rotate it around so we can see that piece. And then rotate it, or shimmy it back up. Back just enough though, so I'm not bleeding through the wall too much. That should be okay, I think. Yep, that's okay. And maybe a couple of small barrels. So let's go barrel. And small barrel. There's a regular barrel. Did I not place this? Oh, there's the barrel. It's so weird when that happens. We'll put the barrel kind of back here, and I'll put a small one like right here-ish. We'll go with that. That looks pretty good, I think. Doesn't it? Yeah, that works. That'll work. I like that. Alright. Well, guys, I think for this episode, we are going to leave it there. I've kind of gone a little long. I'll probably edit a little bit of this out, but yeah, so that is the first look and the first time. I'm probably going to end up doing this on stream because this will be fun to stream and answer questions and stuff. So anyway, guys, let's take a look here one last time with what we. And here's our after. So we used to have an info station here, which we swapped out to the hat shop. And then we also used to have a 2 of these employee things. Now we have 1 because one of them is in here. So, and hidden. So that works pretty well, I think. Well, next time we'll probably finish up with some of the front decoration on the little warehouse barn here. And see what we can do from there. But guys, if you enjoyed the video tonight, make sure you give me a thumbs up and a definitely like the video, and make sure you smash that subscribe button. And if you are also interested, you can follow me on Twitch. It's also DT Fang on the Twitch channel. And until next time, I appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching. We will see you next time.